Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to Trading Wave weekly market analysis, where we'll be looking at the charts. So we'll be recapping what we've gone through the past few weeks and what do we expect in the coming weeks. All right. So before that, guys, a lot of people have been inquiring when is our next course. All right, so our next course is going to be starting on the 29th of May. You can just visit our website at trading-waves.com. So we are running a special that we can get a discount up to like 40%. So you can check out our prices on different places that we have. But we will be running that special until just before we start the course. All right, guys, for those that wish to contact us, please, you can just go there on our YouTube page, which is Trading Waves. So especially on the videos that we release over the weekend, we do apologize for the past 2 weekends. We did not have this weekly outlook, but if you go there just below that, the weekly outlook, you will get our contact details there. So you will see that we've got our WhatsApp numbers. You can reach us out there. It's either you get hold of myself or Victor. Our Telegram channel, you can just click on that and join our Telegram channel where we post up free content. And some people who are in that channel, they have been able to make some money this week because we did post some few trades set up there that we look at that played out beautiful. So you can go there. You can just visit our Telegram channel there. So I'm referring to this trade setup there that we posted, but we are still going to look at it and the follow up to that. How was that able to play out? But we'll look at that. Right, so you're also going to have we have our trading view there. If you want to follow us there, we can follow us sometimes now and then. We do share some trade setup or some focus there, and our website is www.trading-waves.com. Especially if you want to inquire about our services, you can just visit there and then chat to us live. Again, the two below links are our social media pages, which is our Twitter and also Facebook. You can follow us there as well, just to see more of our work. Right, so without wasting any time, let's do some trade recaps, how we've been able to look at the market and what we expect going forward. Right, so we're going to start with an Audi New Zealand. So Audi New Zealand, this is a trade setup that we had there this week. So we had about 3 trade setup this week that was posted for our members. So Audi New Zealand, you know very well now, if you've been following our weekly outlook, we have been able to focus all this drop here, this move here, and this drop again. We have been able to follow to focus that. Now, what happened is that we were just looking for this 3-wave move structure. Yeah, so it gave us a 3-wave move structure right into the blue box area here. So these blue box area, I always call them, this is a decision area between the buyers and the sellers. So we're just simply looking for this bearish move to the downside here on an Audi New Zealand. So how did that one play out? Let's have a look there. You can see that Audi New Zealand from the blue box, it has traded lower about 195 pips. Our members have been able to book some profits. Obviously, we are leaving some to run because we are still expecting to see more bearish move to the downside, but more for that when we are doing the market analysis. All right, so pound chip was one of the trade setup that we look at here. And so we're simply looking at this to be a 3-wave move structure here. If you remember very well, the past few weeks, we showed you how we have been able to trade this. It was not just a focus. We have been able to trade this here for this move to the upside. We waited for this 3-wave pullback here, came to an end. We did try to attempt to buy this from here, but it did not go anywhere. And then it dropped again. This one, we were able to trade this again here for this move to the upside. But the one that we posted also for the free members on our Telegram group, there was just these 3-wave moves here, and we were expecting to see that big move to the upside there. Now let's have a look. How did that one play out? You would see that if you have been in a Telegram group, you would been following this. You will see that this has made about 146 pips here. I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna bring this Telegram here. So this was the trade setup that we posted on the May 2nd here. This is a chart that I was just talking about here on for for that not euro, rather pound chief. So we posted this for non-members as well on a Telegram. So this was just a follow-up, because we don't just we don't like to just give out a trade and then we don't follow up with that. So we're showing our members that we were already into this trade as well. We took it ourselves. So we put our money where our mouth it was. So this is how this has played out if you've been following up. So this was just posting to our members that indeed we are in this trade that day. We feel it posted again here. This was after it has made a move to the upside here. Obviously, we've got like different targets that we look at in the market. We don't like look to ride the whole move here. So what we normally do, because this is why this issue eventually played out here. So we're gonna have our targets at these levels here, like the first swings here. This is our first target. That's where we hit our take profit here, but we're still looking for this one to still trade higher. So if you want to know what is our next target, it's just going to be an equal legs of this here. So somewhere around this area here, we'll be taking off some profits, and then we'll still be looking to ride this one with the remaining position. So that's how we have been able to trade the pound chief. And like I've said it, our free Telegram members have been able to trade that one as well. All right, so pound US dollar here, we have been looking at this one. Some might say this is just an old chart that you guys have been showing us. Yeah, there are indeed a year, but I want to show you how we've been able to forecast this. Wanted to see this drop here and then this move to the upside. Yeah, the one that I want to talk about is this move to the upside. Yeah, now let's have a look at this. How did this one play out again? You can see that pound US dollar has dropped about 446 pips here and has traded up about 842 pips to date. Now, this is the move that I've been talking about to our members here, that if you really want to trade an instrument that is going to give you like a number of pips this year, just focus on the pound US dollar, simply because based on the sequence, this being our W, this being our wave X here, we're looking for this wave Y here. And we still have got a long way for a move to the upside on the pound US dollar. Obviously, the market won't just go in a straight line, but every time we're seeing these three move pullback structures, we're looking for this here to be a buying opportunity. This has traded up about 842 pips. We're still looking at this move here. If you must know, this was about 2,000 pips. So we are going to look at that eventually from these lows. This should give us at least a move that is about 2,000 pips. So I'll keep on repeating this here. If you really want an instrument that's going to give you especially in the Forex pairs, a number of pips, you can look at the pound US dollar. We will do the market analysis, that what we expect going forward. Pound CAD was another one a year. We've looked at this one to have been like in these three wave moves a year, been into the blue box. The expectation was for this one to make a move to the upside a year. Now let's have a look at this one. How did it play? You'll see that pound CAD has traded about 535 pips to the upside. Now the big question is where to from here. You've got this as a forecast a year, but then we'll do the trade recaps. But we are looking at this, that it should give us a three move pullback and then a continuation move to the upside. But this has traded about 535 pips to the upside. Mind you, our members get this move before they happen. Obviously, we are assisted by the special indicator that we use to forecast these trades, which tells us when the market is ready to move in the direction that we anticipate. Right, so another one was US dollar chief. The focus on this one was for this one that it should trade lower. Yeah, the one thing that you should pay attention was this year. This was our invalidation level. So we said against this invalidation level, whatever happened with the US dollar chief, as long as it still trade below, we're going to be expecting to see that bearish move to the down side. Now let's have a look. How did that one play out? US dollar chief, you'll see that this has traded lower about 459 pips a year, and we are still expecting that this should drop to the down side. Another one here has been gold. Gold spoke about this one earlier this year, that we should see gold trading as far as around the all-time high. So that's what we have been chasing on a gold, that it should eventually make a move to the upside here. I want to talk about another pair here that we traded, but then we were not successful, because I don't have to speak about only the instrument where we were successful. I'll talk about Euro Chief just over gold here. So gold, the expectation was for this one here that it should against this 1804.90 area here. We were expecting that gold should eventually trade the move to the upside. Obviously, we have been chasing the all-time high. What happened after that? Gold has already made this move here, went as far as hitting hitting the all-time high. It has given us about 2,693 points a year. It's not a pips, the points a year. So it has went as far as hitting the all-time highs. But then it was not a nice journey here. You can see that we're having pullbacks a year. If you remember very well, at some point we did show you this was even shared on one of the Telegram groups when we expected that this was going to make a move to the upside a year, which gave us this move here. Even when we got around this era here, I'm gonna be honest, I posted this on the group that we were somewhere around this era here, posted this freely in the Telegram group that we're gonna get a move to the upside and we're gonna get this drop here. Unfortunately, our drop did not go all the way to the downside here, but then it eventually just faded here to complete this triangle structure, went here, and from here, it just gave us this move to the upside here. But overall, from these lows here, we have been chasing the all-time high that we have been able to achieve. Right, so obviously, if you trade gold to the upside, there's no way you can trade silver to the downside. So we're expecting silver as well that it should make a move to the upside a year. So from around these levels, about $21.18, we're expecting that silver should make a move to the upside. As we expected, silver just gave us about 460 points a year as well. This one has not been to the all-time high, but I would expect that silver will eventually trade as far as the all-time high as well. But we'll look at that when we're doing the market recaps. Obviously, platinum, we're expecting that it should go along with the commodity pairs. So we're expecting that platinum against this 902.32 area that it should be giving us this move to the upside. Now let's have a look at this one. It has played out each perfectly as well here. It has given us about 2016 points to the upside a year, and we'll still be expecting that this is going to still continue with that move to the upside. As for Brent crude oil, we have been talking about this one. We can even refer to our charts from the beginning of this year. We said Brent crude oil, for whatever reason, there's something that is going to drive this one to drop lower. Obviously, it's not always a smooth ride, but then the beauty is that we have been talking about this, that whatever happened with the Brent crude oil, every time it gives you this three-wave move, you still look for this bearish move to our downside. Yeah, even the indicator has been telling us that Brent crude oil will still drop a year. Now, the recent chart that was posted somewhere on the 18th of April, where we're expecting that Brent crude oil has completed this 335 structure here, we expected that this was going to drop to the downside a year. As you can see, after that, Brent crude has already traded about 152 points to the downside a year. So from around this level, we've been telling our member that do not look at the buying Brent crude oil. It should still continue the move to the downside, but more of that we'll do the market analysis. Obviously, there are too many of these charts, guys, so this is going to be the last one that we're going to look at here. Then we can jump straight into the market analysis. As for Nifty, we've been talking about this one here. I remember even on our Facebook page, I posted this here that we want to see this come around this area of a blue box here. We're not worried about whether this is going to make a move to the other. If it makes a move, then it'd rather be a pass. We were interested in this, that the price should come around this sort of a blue box. Then from here, this is where we wanted to do the trade execution. And indeed, that was the move that we've seen on Nifty here. It has given us this year, get into the blue box, and you can see that this has traded up about 278 points to the upside. And like I've indicated, that I don't want to talk about the trades that where we were successful here. I want to talk about this one here before we can start the market analysis. Euro Chief was one of those instruments that we expected to see a move to the upside here. I'm just going to switch on my levels. Euro Chief, we traded this one here. It was a very, very, very low stop. I think it was about 30 pips a year. So we were somewhere around this area here. We wanted to see this three-wave move structure here come around this area here. Obviously, we wanted to buy this against this swing low here. Made a three-wave move to a downside. We executed a trade here. Like I've said it, that this was about 30 pips stop loss here. So this is about 23 pips, 30 pips stop loss. Our stop loss was exactly at this invalidation level or this swing low here, and it was triggered here when we got this bearish move to a downside. So that was one of those trade setup that did not play out on Euro Chief. Right, so enough about that. Let's get straight into the market. So please do not forget, you can just go on the website and then you can also subscribe for our next course that is starting on the 29th of May. Right, so let's get started with the market analysis, what we expect going to the next week. So we're going to start with the dollar index, the DXY. We have been showing you this one that we are very likely that we should see the DXY to be trading to the downside here. So just looking at this here, we saw the 5-wave move here that we're soon to the downside here. Not like that. Let me just switch off this here. This is a 5-wave move that I'm referring to here. We got this to be a move to the downside here. Structurally, this looks complete here. So we're going to be expecting that we should be seeing this one giving us a drop to the downside here. So even on Friday, we had some fundamentals that were favoring that the dollar should drop to the downside, should still continue the strength. But then we talk about this, that this was a move here. We got this here. This move to the upside was just the fundamentals to go and complete this 3-wave move corrective structure. So we're going to be expecting, especially against this swing high here, that the DXY should still continue with that bearish move to the down side. Obviously, the euro US dollar inversely correlated to the DXY. So we are looking at the euro US dollar that it should still continue with this move to the upside. Yes, structurally, we could have this one to have been a 3-wave move here. That looks complete here, and we are already on the move to the upside here. It has made a move up here, 3-wave move to our downside. This could be one of those sharp moves, and then we get this one to trade to the upside. Alternatively, do expect that we might see this one here to have been this 3-wave move to the upside here, and we might still see one more leg lower, come and take this low here, and then we have this one as a flat corrective structure. But eventually, we're going to be expecting to see the euro US dollar to be giving us a move to the upside. Remember that negative correlation that we have to the DXY. Pound US dollar here, you've seen this one during the trade recaps. We're just expecting to see this one here to continue with the move to the upside. For whatever reason, if it does pull back here, it will just be a 3-wave move structure like this. But eventually, we're going to be expecting to see a move to the upside here. But obviously, if you look at the lower time frame, like you can refer to the recap, I did show that this looks complete here. So I'm going to be expecting that against this swing low here, this should still continue with that bullish move to the upside on the pound US dollar. Right, so obviously that's what the indicator is telling us for now, that you should still be looking for the buying opportunities. US dollar chief positively correlated to a DXY. Yes, in terms of a structure, we've looked at this one to have completed this 3-wave move structure here as a regular flat. So we're going to be expecting that this is going to drop. Even if it does make a move to the upside here, just be mindful of this 3-wave move to a downside here. We might be getting this one, come and take these highs here, relating this move to this one here, but eventually we should be seeing this one giving us a 3-wave move to the downside here eventually. So that, like I've said it, this can still give us one more leg higher here, especially if we do get that one more leg lower as well on the euro US dollar. But I'm expecting that this should drop here on the market open, because that's what the DXY, it looks like it is telling us that it will drop. Audi US dollar here, we've been having this one here to it has been for quite some time. We have been inside the members area, we've been talking about this year, that this been a move to the upside here, 5-wave move to the upside that we've seen, 3-wave move pulled back, and we're looking at this one that it should make a move to the upside. I should have shown you, I should have referred, not referred you guys, should have tried and get a video of you guys to show you how we have been able to trade this against this swing low here. It had one of those very, very few, very a low stop loss. I think we're talking about something like 30 something pips a year. We've just looked at this in terms of a strategy we've completed, and we're expecting to see this move here. Already it has made a few moves to the upside, so we'll still be expecting to see that move being related to this one. So we are still looking for this big bullish move to the upside on the Audi US dollar. So one thing that one could say, what could make this drop here? Well, in terms of a structure, you can still have this one here, 3-wave move to the downside here, this being your 3-wave move up here, have a structure like this here, then we get this one to trade lower here before that move to the upside. But then obviously this being related to the dollar, the DXY showing some sign that it is going to drop, so we'll expect that out of US dollar as well will eventually see us this move to the upside. This is even more clear. I always state this one during the live trading rooms, that in New Zealand US dollar, it is even more clear here. So we have been calling it, this should make a move to the upside as well here. We got this move to the upside here, here, three-wave move to the downside as an expanding flat qualitative structure, similar to what we saw on the pound US dollar. A move to the upside here, three-wave move pullback that we saw here. I'm gonna be expecting that eventually we should see a move that is going to be related to that one. So with that being said, five-wave move to the upside being your wave A, your wave B. So we could have this one as a wave one, wave two. We get a 3 and a 4 and this wave 5. But eventually you're gonna be expecting that we should see that one dropping to the down side. But for now, do not look anything. Pullback that you're seeing here against these swing lows should be a buying opportunity to the upside on the New Zealand US dollar. US dollar CAD should have been one of those that I should have shown you here on this one here. In terms of a structure, we have been looking at that. It should drop lower here. I should have shown you this one here. We were looking at this one to drop from here. We were looking at this one that against this swing high here, it should drop. This has dropped above 150 pips a year already. In terms of a structure, where are we going with this one? We're simply looking for this three-wave move here, a three-wave move to the upside here. So we're looking at this one to be a three-wave move to a downside. Somewhere around this area here, obviously, we're going to be expecting to see that move to the upside eventually. But for now, a three-wave pullback that you are seeing here, you can still take this one to the downside on a US dollar CAD, obviously positively correlated to that DXY. US dollar JPY, obviously positive correlation to the DXY. You've shown this on our social media pages. We have been expecting that this is going to drop. At some point, we had this one to have been our chart of the week here. So we're expecting that this should drop against this swing high here. So we're looking at this here, five-wave move to a downside, three-wave move pull back here, a drop to a downside as our wave one in a lower degree, with this here being an ABC wave as a leading diagonal, and impulsively move to a downside, three-wave move pull back against this swing high here. We're going to be looking for US dollar JPY to still continue with that move to the down side. Right, so as for the yen pairs, let's have a look at pound JPY here. Pound JPY does not look like it is done with a move to the upside here. This is still very likely that we are going to see a move to the upside here, with this here being your five-wave move to the upside, three-wave move pull back here. So we are looking at this, that it can just give us a three-wave move pull back here. Expect one more leg lower here, one more leg up, then we're going to have this one to be a five-wave move to the upside here. This being your 3 here, you can have this your wave 4. Obviously, I don't want to see this to the territory of a wave 1. One more leg up, that's when you can expect to see that big move to the down side. Euro JPY, we're just simply looking for this one here to give us a three-wave move pull back here. We've had this one to have been and move to the upside from here, three-wave move up to the upside here, three-wave move being to the downside, and we've only got this one here. We are simply looking for this three-wave move and move to the upside here. Then from there, that's when we can expect to a drop. We've got an impulsively move here, three-wave pullback, one more leg lower here. You can trade this, but the one that you learn to be in is for this here, because we're going to be looking for a move that is going to be related to this one before we can expect to see the big drop to the down side. I'm just going to look at those ones that are interesting, not everything, guys. Chief yen, we're simply looking for this one here with that positive correlation to the euro JPY. You're going to be expecting that this is going to eventually still give us a move to our upside here. It might just be a throw move pull back here, but eventually we're going to be expecting to see that move to the upside on a chief yen. CAD yen, it has given us a structure. We are looking at this in terms of a structure. Two things might happen here, that we have this one here being a five-wave move to our downside here, this being your 3 or wave 4, your wave 5 here. So we could even be having this one here to give us a structure like this, a move to the upside here. This could be a 3-wave move pull back, one more leg up here. Then we're getting a move that is correcting this whole cycle from this swing high. But eventually, you're going to be expecting to see that one, that it will drop to the down side, but a slightly move to the upside. But eventually, you're going to be expecting to see a drop. As for New Zealand yen, so we have been looking at this one, that it should still continue with the move to the upside here. In terms of a structure, this is what we have been looking at, a 3-wave move to the downside here. This should have been a 3-wave move here, a 3-wave move to the upside here, 3-wave move here. This looks complete, so I'm gonna be expecting this being your 1, your wave 2 here, obviously this to be a wave 3 here, and then a 4 and a 5. That's what I'm gonna be expecting to see that move to the upside. One could say what could trigger this one to drop here. Obviously, if you look into this without following following the sequence on the left hand side of the chart. This looks like a three-wave move here. If this does happen here, then at the equal legs, we're seeing a reaction here, then expect that this must still drop lower here. That will be something that is going to be related to this move from around these highs here. With this being our connector here, then we get this one to be a three-wave move lower. But eventually, we should see a move to the upside. But right now, against these swing lows here, if we do see a three-wave move structure like this, that will be a buying opportunity to the upside on New Zealand yen. Audi yen, obviously, two instruments are positively correlated. We are having this one here. It has given us a move to the upside here. So the very same thing, we call that the correction is done here. So we've got this impulsively move to the upside here. Three-wave move pullback as a running flat corrective structure here. So we've had this move here. Now, what I wanted to see was for this to be a three-wave move, but against this swing low here, then we can look for this one that it should make a move to the upside. Right, so let's have a look at the Euro pairs. So Euro Audi, we are seeing some move to the downside here. This has just traded lower here to from these highs. It has made a move to a downside here. This did not correct nicely in a three-wave move. So you need to be careful here. This might just be a three-wave move to a downside here, and then we must just see this one reacting to the upside here. But without the US dollar already starting to make a move to the upside, I would love to see the energy still continue with this bearish move to the downside. You just have to be mindful when this one gets to the equal legs. But other than that, I'll still want to see more continuation move to the downside on the Euro or Euro New Zealand. It has given us a nice impulsively move to a downside. We have been having this one here making a move to the upside. Eventually, we are seeing this one here to be starting to drop to the downside here. So again, here this could have just been a five-wave move to the downside here. You know, if obviously on this time frame, this looks like a three-wave move. But if you go to the lower time frame, this looks like a five-wave move. Yeah, this being your five-wave move, that should mean at some point a three-wave move pullback that should be coming around the 56.8 of this move should be seen here before we can expect to see a more bearish move to the downside. If it does correct in a three-wave move structure like this here, the indicator confirming this bearish move here, we're going to be looking to trade this one to the downside. But obviously, if this comes back up impulsively like this, then you might have looked to look at this here to be a three-wave move, and then we'll see that one give us a move to the upside. But obviously, that three-wave move here on Euro New Zealand should be complemented by Euro Audi. Having Euro Audi to react in that three-wave move structure like this here, then this would be very likely that it will also as well give us that move to the upside. The reason being that is because the two instruments have got that positive correlation. Euro CAD, this looks like a three-wave move here, so I would be expecting that eventually this is supposed to give us a move to the upside. Yeah, this being an ABC here, I would be expecting to see this move, but then you do not have to go and try and buy into this here. Wait for a nice impulsively move, your confirmation, lower time frame, you get it to move pullback, then you can still take this one here to the upside on the Euro CAD. I don't like selling it now as much as this was aggressive here, but I'll still be expecting that somewhere here we should be seeing some reaction to the upside. Euro Chief showed you this one that how we've been able to we traded this one, but then obviously it hit our stop loss because we were just trading this against this swing low here. But what the funny enough is that we are already seeing this one here. It hit our stop loss here, but it just already came back with this impulsively move here. So I'm going to be expecting that this will eventually give us a structure to the upside. Obviously, in terms of a structure, we have been looking at this here to have been a three-wave move. One could look at it this way: a three-wave move to the upside here. This to have been our connector here as a three-wave move here. So we're simply looking for a three-wave move that is going to be related to this one. This being your W here, your wave X here. So we're going to be looking at this here to be a three-wave move, to be our wave Y. That's only then we can start to look for this bearish move to the downside. Yeah. Obviously, if it does for some reason decide to trade lower here, then that will mean we will be very likely having this three-wave move lower here. This can still give us come and take this swing low here, make a move to the upside, still give us a drop here. And then we have this one doing your W here, your wave S to be a wave Y. Then from there, we get this move that is going to be related to this one. Depending how we are looking at this, some people can look at this here to have been an impulsively move to the upside here, three-wave move pullback. If that's the case, that will mean even if this does give us a move to a downside here, but against this swing low, you might see that very big move to the upside on that euro chief. Euro pound, obviously, we've got some negative correlation to your to your pound US dollar here. So we are having the pound US dollar expected to make a move to the upside. So this one might not be a surprise. This might have just been a three move to the downside here. This being your move to the downside here, a three-wave move to the upside here. So this must drop lower here, come around this level before we see a move to the upside here. So that is just based on the correlation. But other than that, some people can just look at it this here and say, oh, this was a five-wave move to the upside here. So that should mean whatever is happening here, it's a three-wave move. If this is going to make a move to the upside, this would be a three-wave move here, our connector here. So that would mean we should be seeing something like this here, but it should not come to this swing low here, and then we get this move to the upside. Yeah, but keep it in mind, pound US dollar expected to make a move to the upside. That would mean euro pound will eventually give us a drop to the down side. Right, so as for the pound pairs, pound Audi, we're still looking at this one here to make a move to the upside. Obviously, we have been talking about this move here, that these pound pairs, they made an impulsively move, three-way pullback here. We should be seeing this move to the upside here. Obviously, there will come at some point where we should be seeing this one here, giving us a bigger three-wave move, pullback correction like this. But eventually, we're going to be looking for that move to the upside. Three-wave move up here, this being your W here. So we could be getting this bigger correction, hence being your wave X here. Then we get this one to give us a move to the upside for that wave Y. It will be the same as well with the pound New Zealand, because the two instruments have got that positive correlation. So this being your three and impulsively move to the upside here. So this being your wave A here. This to have been a three-wave move to a downside. Wave B, not a nice one to say here, but we've been looking at this here to be a three-wave moves here. A three-wave move to a downside, our connector here, a three-wave move. So we could be having this one to have been a wave 1, a 2 here, a 3 here, a 4, and a wave 5, and then it might be time for this one here. Obviously, one could say this did not get to even at the equal index. This could have just terminated the 0.618 area here, and it's time for this one to give us a three-wave pullback before we see a move to the upside. Other than that, a three-wave move pullback that we're seeing here could give us one more leg higher here. Then we have this one, something like this here, but eventually a three-wave move need to be seen before we can expect to see a continuation move to the upside on pound New Zealand. Pound chief, I've shown you this one here. We're still liking the idea for this one that it should still continue with the move to the upside here, especially after this big move to the upside here from these lows here. This move to the upside here. So we have been looking at this here to have been the corrective structure that it looks down here. So we're expecting that we should be seeing this one giving us a move to the upside here. Can this continue with this move to the downside or correcting like this here? And the answer is yes, it can continue. This could have been three-wave move to a downside here. This could just be a three-wave move to the upside here. We can have this one here to be a three-wave structure like this. And then we have this here, this being your W here, your wave X here, this to be your wave Y before we can see this move. So you got to be careful. As much as we saw that we're expecting this to make a move to the upside here, but please do not just blindly go and buy into this. It can just come somewhere around this area here and then start to give us this drop, or it can even make a move to the upside and have a structure like this here before we can see a move. But overall, we want to see a pound shift to be continuing with that bullish move to the upper side. All right, so not everything is interesting. So I'm just going to pass on the pound pairs, on the cross pairs rather, and I'll jump straight into the commodities here. Gold, what do we expect going forward? I'm going to show you this on a lower time frame. Something that you need to be careful of here, or to be mindful of. This has just given us what appears to be a three-wave move structure here. So this three-wave move structure here won't be a surprise, calling for this one to continue with that move to the upside there. So we might see that one making a move to the upside. Now, as much as we've taken the all-time high on gold here, some people can even we do have some pattern where they will tell you that this is a triple I'll show you this here. Some will say, oh, this is going to be a triple high here, so we are going to be expecting that this is going to make a drop here. Yeah, those patterns are out there. We can't ignore them. So there's nothing wrong with this. It can give us a structure like this, but based on the Elliott wave count, we are looking at this here that it should still continue with the move to the upside here on gold. If you remember very well, we've showed you can look at our social media pages. We've been looking at this here to have been a wave 4. We're expecting to see a wave 5. One thing that you might even have here, I'm gonna zoom into this because I want to show you here one way to look at this here on gold. This being a 5-wave move here that is already done. Maybe it's nicely visible on a 4-hour time frame. Let me show you this on a 4-hour time frame. You might even have something like this here. That is a 5-wave move already here. That is already to the upside here. So from these lows here, this could just be a 5-wave move to the upside here. This being your 1, 2, your 3 here, your wave 4, your wave 5 here. So this could just be as much as the 3-wave moves here, but this might pull back. If it pull back in a 3-wave move, expect one more leg lower. Then this could even be a wave 1 in a lower degree. We have this as a wave 2, but eventually we should be seeing gold to be continuing with that bullish move to the upside. Obviously, silver, we are still looking at this one here, that it should still make a move to the upside. In terms of a structure here, this looks like a 3-wave move that looks complete here, a move to the upside, a downside here, 3-wave move up here, this being your expanding flat corrective structure, a drop to the downside here. So we're going to be expecting that this is going to make a move to the upside here. So this could even just be a 3-wave move against this swing low here, but eventually we're going to be expecting that silver should make a move to the upside as seen on the trade recaps. Platinum, we're looking at this one here, very likely that in terms of a structure, this might have just completed this 3-wave move corrective structure here. This being a move for a downside, a move up here, this being a last leg to the upside. So if you start to break out of this here, or start to check out these swing highs here, then this will be confirming that it's ready to give us that move to the upside on platinum. As for Brent crude oil, can't even say much on this one here. The 3-wave move pull back or bounce to the upside would be a bearish an opportunity here. If it does give you a structure like this, then you'll be looking for this bearish move, but it won't be a surprise. From market open, this just drop from lower here. A take off this year will even be confirming more bearish move to the down side. As for the indices, before we can jump and look at the cryptocurrencies, the indices, we have been talking about this year that they will eventually make a move to the upside. You will see that some of the indices here, they've already made their move to the all-time highs. I'm referring to the UK 100. DAX is almost following as well. It's somewhere around these levels here to the upside. So I would expect that NASDAQ as well will eventually make a move to the upside here. So one thing that you need to be mindful, careful of, I'm looking at this. These two have been a 3-wave moves here to the downside. Obviously, wave C, not trading as far as your 100 or your equal less, but terminating the 0.618. So against these swing lows here, I'm looking at this, that this could just be even form a leading diagonal here. So you need to be mindful. We might even have something like this here before we see a move. So it might give us one more leg higher here. It doesn't owe us to give us this pullback. This can just make a move to the upside from here. Again, an alternative view to this here, drop to the downside here. We can still have this one here to be an expanding flat. Come and take this high here, and then from there it give us this drop. But obviously, we do not ignore what the other indices are doing. Like I've said it, your UK 100 has already gone to as far as the all-time high. Dow Jones had this one here to have been a 3-wave move to the downside here. For now, we're looking at this year started that they are completed here. This being your ABC here, impulsively move to the upside. A nice 3-wave move pulled back here after giving us this year being your wave 1. This to have been your wave 2. That will mean the price should not come back to around these lows here. Now, if it does give us a 3-wave move pull back here, that would be an opportunity that you can still ride this one to the upper side. But already here, if you look at this here on a lower time frame, it has given us a nice 3-wave move corrective structure here, nicely visible on the 1-hour time frame. So very likely that we see that continuation move to the upper side. S&P 500 or ES, that will be the same as well here. We're looking at this one to have been this 3-wave move to the downside here that looks complete. This being your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4, your wave 5, leading diagonal here, your wave A, this to have been your wave B, and your wave C here. A move to the upside being your wave 1 here, wave 2. So we're going to be expecting to see a 3 and a 4 and a wave 5. That's why I say that eventually we should be seeing those instruments to be giving us an all-time high. If you look at DAX, we are almost there to take out these all-time highs. So DAX, we have been looking at this one here to have been a 5-wave drop to the downside here as an impulsively move, wave A here, this to be now wave B, and then being your ending diagonal as your wave C here. It doesn't have to be, it's one of those that is very rare, an expanding ending diagonal, impulsively move to the upside, this being your wave 1, 2 here, wave 3, 4, wave 5 here, or you can have this being your wave 1, your wave 2, this to have been wave 1 and the wave 2 here, but eventually you're going to be expecting to see more bullish move to the upside there. Your UK 100, this is the one I was referring to here, went as far as the all-time high here, so eventually that would mean, let me just confirm here. I want to be sure of this. If this has gone to the all-time high, yeah, it has did and done so. It has gone to as far as the all-time high here on the UK 100. So that will mean eventually we are going to be expecting that we see this one yet to be continuing with that move to the upside. So in our group, we have been looking at this here to have been a sharp correction here, three-wave move, and then looking at this to be a 1, 2, 3 here, wave 4. So we're going to be expecting to see that move to the upside to be our wave 5. Your Nikki, we have been showing you a structure here. Let me show you this on a 4-hour time frame. We have been showing you that Nikki was very likely to be in the correction, but again, we got to consider that the other indices are making a move to the upside. So this might have been just a three-wave move that we needed here. This being your wave 1, your wave 2 here, and then this is going to make a move to the upside here. But then obviously that structure to have been a three-wave move here, it can still be in play. This being your three-wave move here, then we get this one to be a three-wave move. But then if the other indices are done here, then Nikkei as well does not owe us to give us this three-wave pullback here. It might as well just make this move to the upside, especially that with Nifty, there's some positive correlation. Nifty is expected to continue that move to the upside. So it won't be a surprise that you get your Nikkei as well to make this move to the upside here. So Nifty, I've shown you that this has been a three-wave move here. This is almost completing the five-wave move to the upside. A three-wave pullback might be seen here before we see a move to the upside. And again, this does not owe to us a three-wave move pullback. It can still continue with this move to the upside here, but it will be nice if you can get this three-wave move pullback against this swing low here before you can expect more bullish move to the upside. And let's have a look at the cryptocurrencies before we can wrap this up. Bitcoin, the main idea is for this one that whatever happens here, we should still be seeing that big move to the upside here. So over the past few weeks, we have been going that the cryptocurrencies, the bull run might be back here. So we might be getting this one to be giving us a continuation move to the upside here. Obviously, it has dropped lower here. We must still get this one in terms of a structure that it dropped one more leg lower here before we see a move to the upside. There are a couple of options that can play out around this area here, to be honest. But whatever happens here, I'll still be entertained that we should still see Bitcoin to be giving us a move to the upside. This might even be a move. This might even be forming some more of like a triangle here, but then this triangle we still have to drop lower here because we had this move here. We could be having this on your A, your B, your C here, your D here, your wave E here, and this might drop all the way here and then make this move here. And then this being your wave A here, and this to have been your wave B here. Then we get this one to be our wave C, and then we see that move to the upside. But then we've had a positive correlation between your gold and your Bitcoin. Yeah. Now, if you look at gold, gold made this triangle here, and then eventually what happened in gold is that it made this drop here, made this triangle here, and then gold just came here and then eventually made this move to the upside here. So you gotta be careful with this one. It might just come here and then eventually make this move to the upside. But then based on the Elliott wave, I would love to see this one here. If it's playing on the triangle, that it just give us a move, because I'm still looking at something like this that is going to be related to this one here. But like I've said it, that anything here from here, you had this a move to the upside here. This can still be a structure like this, drop lower, make a move to the upside, and then this still drop lower like this here. And then you have this being your A here, your wave B around this area here, then this will get this wave C before you see that move to the upside. So that's what is a possibility with a Bitcoin. As for Ethereum, it looks like we are going to see a move to a downside here. And if you're going to see a move to a downside, bear in mind that positive correlation to your Bitcoin here. A drop to the downside, this could just be a three-wave move to the upside here. Then we get this one to drop, this being your wave A here, your wave B here, and then this gives you a wave C, and then we still see that move to the upside. That is just something that you need to be mindful of. Litecoin, I've been talking about this one in our group, that it should still drop. Did not make sense that it just make a move to the upside here. So I'm looking at this being your wave A, your wave B, one more leg lower, obviously against this swing high here. We might see this one drop lower here, but eventually I'm going to be expecting to see that move to the upside. As for Ripple, on the other hand, this one looks like Riz has completed this three-wave move corrective structure here. We had this wave been an impulsively move to the upside here, and all of a sudden we saw this three-wave move here and move to the upside. So this might even be something like this. Then we start to see this move to the upside here, or one more leg lower might be seen, but eventually it should not come to around this here, but eventually you're gonna see that move to the upside. All right, guys, from my side, that's all what I wanted to share with you. If you like our videos, please do give us a thumbs up and there, and then make sure that you switch on that bell notification so that every time we release a video, you can be notified. Cheers, everybody, and have a good one. Bye-bye.